In the way from California to North Carolina, we stopped at one Goodwill. In that shop, there was a product of selling. In that product, there is writing. When you are right, no one remember. When you are wrong, no one forgets. This is the bad attachment of most of the people. This is absolutely true for most of the living beings. Because of attachment on mistake or wrong action, it is easy to remember the mistake or bad deeds of the other. Because of not much attachment on right action or good deeds, most of the people are not doing good deeds. That's why when we die as a living beings, most of us will be born not as human beings or Deva or Brahma. Most of us will be born as animals, unseen beings. For sure. Buddha also taught us when 100,000 people die, only one is not sure to be reborn as human or Deva or Brahma. Because of attachment on bad deeds or mistake or wrong action. That's why meditation in sitting position in our daily life and in the situation of going to die are really important. We need to detach from the mind of a normal living beings. In this way, we can get better life when we die. The most important thing is to detach from our normal mind of a human being. if we are staying as a human, there is worry, fear, doubt, not understanding, or ignorance in the mind. My mind, before practicing meditation, was also the same, like that. Only by practicing meditation, I came to know more and more about worry, fear, doubt, ignorance, not understanding, wrong understanding, more and more. But I trying to know the selfless, impermanent nature of all these negative mind. In this way, they are less and less worry, fear, doubt, wrong understanding, no understanding in my mind. In this way, I don't need to worry for myself and the others also. Not to worry for the others is also concerned with the practice, because of teaching to the public for over 18 years continuously, from the beginning of the first Power Center in 2007. I get the chance to teach like this nearly all the time with the resident of, especially with the resident of the Power Center. Whenever there is problems between each other, I used to teach about cause and effect of the problems. In the beginning, they were difficult to understand and practice, but in the long term, more and more people were easy to understand and practice like this. No need to worry for sickness and death. Just need to know the impermanent, selfless, impermanent nature of worry, just need to know the selfless, impermanent nature of our own personal worry, fear, and collective worry and fear. Doing good deeds together like this is really needed for most of the people, because we are not sure we will die alone by ourselves. We may die among the other patients or our family members. In this way, our mind will be connecting with the collective mind of the other patient or family members. If we are not skillful to control the collective mind to be stable and pure, we may die with greed or anger or ignorance. And then we may not born as a human beings again in next life. Now we all are human beings. That's why we can understand and practice like this. For the other unseen beings or animals, they don't have enough intelligence and ability to understand and practice like this. Only present moment is sure to do good deeds like this. Because of using the present moment to do good deeds like this from 1999, I have been doing good deeds like this till now for over 25 years continuously. If I reject from practicing, from understanding and practicing like this, I'm not sure what will happen to me. My youngest brother was busy with education, learning education and working for his earning in US. Because of paying attention on education and business, his 2 kidneys were destroyed. He was nearly died because of not getting kidney donation in time. Only by practicing meditation and helping me to establish new full-time meditation center in 2018, his fortune, he was fortunate enough to receive kidney donation. And then he was safe. From his he was safe till now. He is also helping me to do good deeds. Another younger brother is busy with his 2 or 3 children and his wife. He was not practicing meditation. He is not practicing meditation till now. But he could not work for the others. He could not work for Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha like me. That's why he and his family members are also not safe for sure. If I reject practicing meditation, I will be like my brothers for sure. So we should not accept whatever good or bad happening of the mind. before we die, before, in our daily life and before we die. In this way, we are detaching from our evil mind of human beings. In this way, we are sure to be safe and to get better life when we die. Even if we don't get enlightenment in this life. Most of the living beings are more easy to change their life rather than the mind. Because of not much paying attention on the mind and paying more attention on the life. I want to be educated, I want to be rich, I want to get married, I want to be a good parent. This is trying to change our life. But most of the people are not much having desire to be free from greed, anger, and delusion. We want to be greedy, we want to be angry, we want to misunderstand ourselves as someone or I. We don't want to change our mind. We want to change, especially our mind. That's why endurance is also difficult. To endure, we need to change our anger we need to control our anger. So controlling the mind is not much easy without enough practice. For the meditators, for the professional meditators, only for the professional meditators, changing the mind is easy. So practicing meditation is also changing the object of the mind from someone or something to no one or nothing, just cause and effect of selfless, impermanent nature. Instead of representing to living beings, we should try to represent on non-living beings or selfless, impermanent nature. We can accept ourselves as the earth. We can accept ourselves as the sky. We can accept ourselves as the wind. In this way, we don't need to worry. Life is easy to be destroyed, but the earth, the sky, the wind are not easy to destroy. Selfless, impermanent nature is permanent. No one or nothing can destroy selfless, impermanent nature. Therefore, it is the best to accept our body and mind as the same selfless, impermanent nature. Our body and mind mean all living beings, not only our own. It is possible to practice like this. If we are representing on non-living beings, we don't need to worry concerned with living beings and non-living beings. Because of representing only on living beings, most of the living beings need to worry from natural disaster like earthquake, forest fire, tsunami, or eruption of volcano, typhoon, storm, flood, overheating of the atmosphere, this is the side effect of attaching on the life of living beings. If we can detach from living beings, if we can detach our present mind from living beings, we don't need to worry for ourselves and the other. We don't need to be afraid of anyone or anything. Because nature is much more powerful than living beings. We need to be afraid of someone or disease or natural disaster because of attaching on the life of living beings. Because many living beings are destroyed by the other living beings or natural disaster. So this is changing the object of the mind. This is the practice of detachment. It is possible for we are human beings, we are intelligent, that's why it is possible to accept ourselves as nothing, no one. Just cause and effect of impermanent nature. We need to practice again and again. This is right understanding and practice. If we dare to practice with detachment from living beings and non-living beings, there will be no doubt with this right understanding and practice. Because of not practicing enough, there is doubt or not understanding clearly. If we are difficult to represent on selfless impermanent nature, we should represent ourselves as Buddha or Sangha or meditation teacher. To be a well-known meditation teacher, we need to endure a lot. So the power of endurance and detachment are really strong concerned with Buddha and Sangha and meditation master. Instead of attaching on ourselves as a follower or meditator, we should accept ourselves as a meditation teacher or Sangha or Buddha. I'm working for Buddha. I believe in Buddha. That's why Buddha bless us. Because of believing in Buddha, we are safe. We can endure. We can understand and practice like this. But that is not the best. Trying to represent on selfless, impermanent nature is the best of all. Buddha and his teaching or Dhamma and Sangha, all these are sure to disappear because of appearing in one time. It is sure to disappear on another time. Dhamma is natural, no appearing, no disappearing. Now we are practicing Dhamma. Now we are trying to represent on natural Dhamma, karmic law. That is permanent. No one creates. Therefore, no one can destroy. This is just changing the object of the mind. In order to change from living beings to non-living beings, and from non-living beings to selfless impermanent nature, we must dare to detach. Because of attachment, we are difficult to change the mind. Because of our own greed, anger, and delusion of human beings, we are easy to remember the mistake, wrong action of the others. That's why we are easy to be angry, to hate, because of the weakness or side effect of the mind of human beings. We need to detach from the life and mind of every human being except Buddha. If we are difficult to be mindful on selfless impermanent nature, we can be mindful on impermanent nature of everything and everyone. If there is pain, we should remember the disappearing of the pain. Present moment disappearing of the pain and the end of the present moment disappearing of the pain also. When there is one time, the pain will disappear by itself for sure. If we are sleepy, we should try not to sleep. We should fight against our sleepy mind. And then we will understand there is no sleepy mind at all. Although we are not sleeping. This is the same for hungry mind. If we are feeling hungry, we should not eat. We should fight against the hunger with the knowing of selfless impermanent nature. And then we all are sure to understand disappearing of hunger completely without eating. In this way, we will understand no mind is permanent, no suffering is permanent, no pain is permanent. Only impermanent nature is permanent. Because of practicing like this, there is no doubt in my mind with this theory and practice. If there is doubt in your mind, you need to practice more and more. This is the real solution or medicine. Or meditation.
This is
the real solution, real answer, real medicine, real meditation.